Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Easter with your family. Natural gas market is about to open in just under 24 hours, and let's just say there is so much fear around the traders due to having a 3-day closing period. And just before the trading session came to an end, we did actually test a very strong support zone. Will we be breaking below that when it opens on Monday? There is a lot of fear, but on the other end, G7 plans to back new natural gas investment. Now, if you guys do not know, G7 is a group of countries, and this has also been confirmed on another article that climate minister considers endorsing new gas investments. Before we get into this though, if you guys are here for the first time, you do want to stay up to date with everything to do with natural gas, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button right there, slap a like on the video. It will just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people so everyone can stay up to date with what is happening in the market. First of all, G7, what is that? That is called Group 7. It includes of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, United Kingdom, United States, and the European Union. Now keep in mind, these are some big names that I just mentioned around the world. So these countries have a huge impact in terms of what happens to natural gas. Now once that was done, they actually went on to talk about the energy and the climate change minister of G7 are holding a summit in Japan next week, as which they are expected to discuss ways to reduce emission in the face of more pressing energy security issues. If you guys remember, about 3 days ago, we talked about how Japan is not happy with how much emission is being put out into the world and also with the climate. So they are going to be going forward to try to reduce that. And that is exactly what is happening by holding a G7 members conference and try to put it down. And on this article, you will be able to see it will be held in Tokyo. Climate change minister of Group 7 countries may make the case of new investment in natural gas supply despite the assessment that such investment would have globally agreed climate change goals, according to the document seen. Now, climate change and energy ministers from G7 will meet on the 15th, and as I mentioned, I personally think that they're not going to have a big impact on the investment, but one thing you do need to understand is if there is a slight change in terms of what investments they will be making in the future regarding natural gas due to the fact that they do not want to impact the environment that much, you guys know this meeting will hold a very important role when it comes to what will happen to the natural gas price around this zone. And you guys know middle of April is a very important zone for natural gas as well, because we do see natural gas usually every single year on average starts to climb up in price as most of the countries start to fill up their storage for the coming winter. Now if we look at the price, now as I mentioned, this is what everyone or all the traders are fearful of, the market taking such a negative impact on the weekly report. After that, there was not enough time left for the market to be able to recover. So in the weekend, is it going to see something negative and then open even below, or is it going to open around the same zone and then be able to figure out what will happen in down the line? All I can say is right now on the super trend, we are in a downtrend, so that is a little concerning. But as I mentioned, $2 mark is going to be a very important support, which will play a very crucial role, as that is a very strong psychological support as well, because it is a very strong integer. Now another thing is the RSI line. Personally, I feel like for the natural gas market to open even below, that would completely destroy the RSI line. So I personally think the best option from here would be it would open around the same zone, then consolidate for a little bit before the market makes a move, or it will open a little bit higher. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Now Citi doesn't see $100 oil despite the shock OPEC cuts. So the OPEC cut, you guys know, they decided to make an random cut on how much oil they're going to be producing and how much oil they will be supplying to the world. Now, what sort of impact does this have on the natural gas? Now, you know that soon as they made this announcement, soon as oil opened the week after, which was last week Monday trading session, we did see oil open significantly higher, and on the other end, natural gas opened very low. Why? Because it was just, you know, the inverse effect. While oil is getting a supply cut, natural gas is not. But the only thing you need to understand is this is going to play a crucial role. If oil does not make it to $100 and decides to pull back a little bit, that might have a little bit of a positive impact on natural gas. Natural gas forecast oversupply worries send price down to 1 week low. Now keep in mind, US has been trying really hard to cut down on the supply, and that is going to be one of the best ways to protect the price of natural gas right now from making it to all-time low around 1.5. If we break below that, that is going to pretty much create history, and after that there is no way to see that how we are not going to go into recession. And personally, it's just interesting because overproducing is making the biggest problem with the natural gas price right now. Utilities pursue pipeline sales as natural gas bans catch on. Natural gas being banned in a lot of places because it is really bad for the environment. I don't know how this is going to play out in the future, but you guys know this will decrease the demand for natural gas. Now, equipment malfunction causes natural gas leak at Grand Coal wellhead. Now, the reason this is really interesting is because this shows that natural gas is so important, as because a small leak actually caused it to make it all the way to the news. I just think it's really interesting. Now, this is what I was talking about, which the production of American natural gas and oil should remain central. So the central should have a little bit more say in terms of how much natural gas is being produced. American liquefied natural gas producers have stepped up dramatically last year to provide energy security to allies overseas during the biggest European land war since World War II. Yes, this is one of the best things, but you do realize that if they keep increasing it when the demand is not required right now, you guys know down the line that is not going to be really good, because they will be able to produce a lot, but there's not anyone to buy it, if that makes sense. If there is no one to buy it, it's obviously going to decrease the price even more. Another thing is the price is clinging on to the $2 mark. If we do break below the support level, you guys know it is not going to be a good thing for the natural gas price. Tomorrow it is going to play a very crucial role. Natural gas futures market were closed during the day on Friday, but ended up on Thursday closing right above the $2 mark. $2 mark going to play a very crucial support. And finally, retreats towards $2.13 support economic slowdown fear. Natural gas price fades the previous day corrective rebound, and US dollar recession woes weigh on the ahead of the weekly inventories from the EIA, extension of the US tax on gas fuels. Geopolitical tension joins downbeat US data to put the floor under the price. Honestly, right now, tomorrow is going to be a very crucial day in terms of what direction natural gas is going to take. I know everyone is really tense to see how the next 24 hours are going to be, but other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to this channel, do want to stay up to date with everything, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. I'm out. Peace.